T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing Transformers Generations Studio Series by Takara and Hasbro, Grimlock, who's part of Age of Extinction movie. They have his dinosaur mode showing right there. He's number 7. Got this. And oh yeah, I got this. This was donated to my channel from Extra Zero. Unfortunately, the box is torn to shreds right there. I mentioned that in a previous video. So, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping the packaging. His scene is the Hong Kong pursuit, just like Stinger. And here he is, standing on that. So, there you are with that. As you can see, his shoulders go above this. He was like really bent up inside the packaging. Grimlock. When it comes to the paint and the sculpt, it is outstanding. Like, he looks just like the movie, basically, where it looks like he's not even a real Transformer. And I didn't even ever notice in the movie that both of his shoulders have a full T-Rex top half of the head. That is awesome. And the paint on the T-Rex eyes is like just outstanding. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it so well, but it looks so good. And just look at that weathering effect on his armor. It looks like real freaking metal. The only place where they didn't put that is right there on his tail. It's like on part of it, but I guess it might wear off of this pliable material quick, so they didn't bother. Depending on how you have this crotch skirt lined up, it looks like one cohesive unit, which may be movie accurate as well. And he has a lot of just details like the teeth on the chest and the hoses right here, the wires. These teeth are pliable, the horns are pliable, all of them. His face, as soon as I saw it, it reminded me of Guyver. So, look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about, but it looks just like it to me. And it looks like insect-like as well instead of dinosaur-like, which is weird. But that paint in those eyes is just awesome. If there's anything I don't like about him, I wish he came with a weapon like his staff or a sword or something right there. And since he didn't come with that, I wish the hands were in, that hand was in a dynamic pose. And I wish this ball weapon right here was optional, but it's not. So that's all you're working with right here. This does not pop off and reveal another hand. If you want, you can half transform this and pretend he has a gun right there. So that's an option. But anywho, let's get into his articulation. The shoulders are on a nice ratchet that go all the way around. Depending on how you have it oriented, it can go further. Bicep swivel. This is the real elbow joint right there with this out to the side, but you can also bend it right here to give him above 90-degree bend right there. The fist rotates on that side, and you can move these little dino arms whichever way you want, if you want them to the back and not to the front. There's a waist joint. It has like a natural click right there. No ab crunch or anything like that. This moves out of the way. These move out of the way. This comes up. You have to, unfortunately, move these like really far out to get this kick to go up really high. You can come back, go out to the side, thigh rotation. Knee bends that much when you have it locked into place. If you unlock it, he gets a double jointed knee, but it looks horrible. So, but with the way this crotch skirt stuff gets in the way, you won't really need to bend it more than this anyway. But that is an option. These spikes move right there, and the toe or the foot rotates and it pivots because that's on the ball joint. And this toe goes up for transformation, but that is articulation. So there you are with that. And let's see, he should have, yeah, he has a stand port right there on the side, which is a little bit awkward compared to what they normally do. I guess there is no other way to do it since his crotch comes together. And I think it's cool that you don't get too many Transformers where the crotch snaps together in the middle and they still have a waist joint. So that is cool. Usually they don't figure out how to do that. This arm doesn't have that weird elbow bend option like that side, so that's what you're dealing with. Oh yeah, and the head. Head can move about that much, not much. Can look down, can not really much look up because of the way it's sculpted, but his chest lifts up, and that allows you to make him look up. And the way the red catches the light, it just looks like the eyes are glowing at all times. That is spectacular. I can't stop talking about that. Here are various comparisons. He is taller than the standard or current day generation's leader class figure, so that's cool. He might be the same height as Combiner Wars Megatron, but I don't have that anymore. Transformation. It's kind of not cohesive in the back of the dinosaur, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So they sacrificed kind of the dinosaur for the robot mode mostly, but it looks way 100 times better than the last leader class Grimlock from the last night and that thing they re-released last year. I mean, yeah, they re-released it with the last movie, and I'm like, why did they do that? That thing shelf warmed like crazy the first time. Why would you do that? And knowing especially that they were going to release this, I kind of feel like Hasbro killed the last night's toy line by re-releasing figures. Like, they kind of felt like the movie wasn't going to do well, and they just killed that. So they should have just released these from the get-go instead of trying to wait for the anniversary. But anywho, he looks nice. He has this articulation right there. The jaw, now that it's in place, can open up, but he's quite hollow, as you can see my hands back there. All the teeth are soft. These arms are just on a ball joint there. They rotate and do what all the ball joint could do. This is hollowness because it's back of his arm, but they did mold in what looks like wires to make to kind of hide it a little bit. And the legs can do everything the robot mode legs could do. Go out. I don't think it's supposed to do this. It's supposed to stay in a place, but it doesn't. and the knees work the same way the robot mode's knees work. But the foot is kind of locked into place, but you can, yeah, it does move while this is stuck in the back of there. So you got all that. And the tail is awkward as that looks. I think that's the worst part of him, but it still looks better than the last Leader Class Grimlock. The tail can do this, and it can rotate on the shoulder joint, but this stays in the place, so that makes it look a little bit awkward. Here he is next to Bumblebee, who should be significantly shorter. His mouth, while open, looks good and normal. You close it and he has a major overbite. Well, maybe that is accurate to the movie. I don't know. But yeah, he still has all the paint that the robot mode has, and it's mostly cohesive, but it's not cohesive. But it still looks sort of like what you remember in the movie. And like I keep saying, it looks way better than the last one. So I'll allow it. He's cool. It's decent. Anywho, I like Grimlock. The transformation is simple enough where it's not frustrating. I like the way he looks in this dinosaur mode. I like the way he looks in robot mode. And yeah, I can recommend them. If you're not a Super Dinobot fan or a Grimlock fan or a fan of the movie, I can't say you should go out and this will change your mind about anything. But it is still a decent transformer that turns into a robotic dinosaur. So there you are, that. Anyway, until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos.